Hello, guys. What's up? This is the King of Strategies or King Strategist, whichever you choose, whatever you want. I was going to do a Kingdom Hearts 1 live stream today, actually, but I wasn't able to find my PlayStation 4 power cord, so I decided that instead of doing nothing on this beautiful Sunday, I would instead record a video of me ranking all Kingdom Hearts characters in terms of how much I like them as a character. This has nothing to do with their power, per se, or how good of a character they are, because there are some characters who I believe are very great characters, but I just don't like them. And then there are also some characters that are pretty basic characters in general, but I just like them because of said reasons. Because of the fact they are so basic, in the sea of complication that is Square Enix and Disney's little baby that they created. Anyways, let's get started. So, a few rules of this is that I will not be ranking any of the Square Enix specific, like the Final Fantasy or World End Review characters, and I will rank some of the Disney characters only if I feel they're important enough. So, yeah, let's start it. That said, I'm gonna put him at C. I mean, I don't hate him. He's an interesting character, just not my kind, per se. Yeah, C feels like a right place for him for now. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Xehanorts in general. Characters like Ansem and Zemus, I just love them, no matter how you put them. They're so complex and deep. There's so much depth to them. It's layers upon layers. Xehanort, that's just how he is. He's so complicated. And I'm just going to tell y'all right now that the majority of these characters I'm going to like in some capacity, because Kingdom Hearts is just that good. It's very unlikely I'm going to not yeah, I'm going to like the majority of these guys, basically. No matter where they are on the list. Like, unless they're at C, where it's like I'm closer to being indifferent, or D, where I legitimately do not like them. If it's B or above, I like them. Yeah. Aqua's a solid character. She's great. I love her. She is probably the best evolved female. The only other one that really could tie with her is Xion, in all honesty. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion. And yeah, I love her. Love her character development. Strong. I wouldn't say that she's one of the most powerful. Is even though she's a master, I don't think she's on Riku's level. Or Roxas's. Well, maybe. But she's up there. She's comparable. At least, more importantly, she beat a Xehanort on her own. But that's more so power scaling. I might get into that at some point, but not now. But yeah, love her. Solid character. Love him as well. Axel is great, amazing, possibly my favorite organization member. On Discord, my avatar is Axel, and I also sometimes go by his name. That's how much I love him. I feel like he's kind of similar to me in some regards. You're probably not going to see how I act in these videos, but how I act personally with my close friends and family, I feel like I can relate to his particular personality. He's very cocky in some regards, but with all that confidence, he's also very vulnerable. But yeah, I just love him, honestly. Aqua's a good character, but I don't really like her as much as just some of the other characters on this list. Plus, I haven't really seen a whole lot of her. Like, I'm not very into the Union Cross group. I don't know very much about them, in all honesty. I know more about the foretellers with the masks than I do the, people like Brain over here. Yeah. But from what I have seen of Brain, he seems like a pretty good character in all honesty. Very enigmatic, you could say. But yeah, Brain is alright. He's pretty good. Chirithy? Nah. From what we've seen of him in Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't mind Chirithy. I think that Chirithy's gonna have... Well, actually, yeah, I'm a bit more indifferent, honestly, but... Chirithy seems alright. Not, like, amazing, but alright. Yeah. Tadaricu's amazing. Tadaricu, Data Sora, they're great. These two. I just... Yeah. Like, Tadaricu and being the Journal's avatar, like, the Journal chose, yo, this Riku, this is going to be the avatar we use. That's a pretty interesting concept, in my opinion. The fact that it chose Riku over anyone else that it could have chosen. And then Data Sora is like, the way that they use him, in comparison to other characters like Datarox, the hurt that he learns about he's like basically the prototype for what Sora has to become in Kingdom Hearts 3, I believe, personally. And yeah, they do their roles stellarly. I love them. Great characters. Demyx. I like him more than Appa. I don't like him as much as these other characters, but he's still great. He's funny, he's lazy, he just slacks off. I love that about him. It's great, really, him. Gotta love Demyx. Love him so much. Is this like just Ansem the Wise Diz, or is there like also Ansem the Wise further down the list? I'd like to put them as separate. I don't think I see him. No, I don't think I see him. That is upsetting, to say the least, because I feel like Diz and Ansem the Wise could easily be classified as very different characters, but if I have to glump them up together with the entire arc, I'm gonna put him at A, actually. He isn't powerful like anyone else, but like he's just so important in his motives. The vengeance, that's so different. Like, it's cliche, honestly, but for something like Kingdom Hearts, you don't find revenge to often be a motivator. So it's a little refreshing to see something so cliche, in all honesty. And his mini redemption very, like, recognizes his wrongs and the path that he's taken. Great. Yeah. Also, he's racist against minorities. Yeah, just a little note to say. I love Donald. I love him. He's as strange as it may be. Donald has never let me down in the game, to be honest. He heals me when I need to be healed. Whenever he can't heal, at least. He doesn't let me down as much as he lets down other people. That's just the truth that I've seen. Donald doesn't let me down often. More importantly, Donald is like a foil to Sora. In a sense, him and Sora are both very determined on what they want. They can both be headstrong in a sense. And that conflict, especially in Kingdom Hearts 1 in particular, especially in the Tarzan, Deep Jungle, that part, I love the interactions that causes, and like how he and Sora have different views on what they should do with Riku. I love that. Yeah, Donald, great character, in all honesty. All of these are great characters, in my opinion, for the most part, at least. Yeah, I like that one. He's great. Ethamir. I'll put him in B. I like him, but I don't know very much about him. He seems alright. Ericus, my boy. Actually, I should probably. Yeah. Ericus, my boy. He is so underrated. The Master version, at least. Young Ericus is overrated, in my opinion. But Master Ericus, he needs some love, my man. He did a lot of. He made mistakes, but who hasn't? Riku made mistakes. Axel made mistakes. Heck, Xehanort made mistakes. Everyone still likes. Well, I don't know if everyone likes Xehanort, but everyone likes these characters still, regardless. Ericus made mistakes, true, but he had a goal. He had reasons. He did what he thought was right. He followed his heart. He believed that if he was forced to end Ventus, at the very least that would save everyone from the Keyblade. And while his methods were certainly wrong, I do not like the way that he did things. I gotta respect him for following what he wanted to do. And he seemed like a legitimate, caring, loving, father-like figure, to the point where Terra actually calls him a father. So credit where credit's due. Goofy. Love him, he's the smart one. Yeah, no joke, he is the smart one in the trio, in all honesty. But, like, Goofy, he's lovable. How can you not love Goofy? He notices the things that other people don't, which is pretty cool. He's very optimistic. He believes that so long as we all stick together, this here end of the world place ain't gonna hurt us. Certainly ain't gonna hurt us so long as we follow our hearts. He's all like that. Sorry about that impression. I don't know if it's good or not, because I don't know the sound of my actual voice, believe it or not. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna leave Goofy there. Great place, great character. Gula. I like him a little more than Ava. He's interesting. He's the smart guy who's, like, deducing what's going on, but he doesn't really do so as successfully, I believe, as he should. He should probably, like, figure things out more than the little bit that he does, in my opinion. But, he seems pretty chill, alright, for the most part. Yeah, I like him. Ainer, I like him. Not a lot, per se, but I'm certainly not indifferent to him. He's great for the role he's supposed to play, that buddy rivalries of Roxas. Like, yeah, I think that he's great. He's for what he's supposed to be. He's not, like, an overall a stellar amazing, but he's good. He's alright. Yeah, I like him. I'm indifferent to Envy, in all honesty. She just doesn't. She doesn't really connect with me. Like, oh wow, it's a great idea to spy on all these people and report back to this one person, which is essentially an alliance, even though, like, the Master said don't do anyone. In general, like, that one movie, which is pretty much all the experience I have of, like, the Four Colors specifically, that movie just... so many people do so many stupid things. It's like... in general, though, in Kingdom Hearts, a lot of people do a lot of stupid things, honestly. But, like, that movie in particular, just so many mistakes were made. And, like, yeah. He's just as much to blame for this. I'm putting his head, honestly, higher than these two because he at least seems to, like, somewhat be more, like, yo, what the heck's happening? Like, he seems more aware. As bizarre as that sounds, I really feel like, though, he is more aware. That's just me. KH1 Kairi is the best Kairi. Fight me. No, you won't, because you know it's true. KH1 Kairi is amazing. I love it. KH2 Kairi is not bad per se. I don't think she's bad at all. Just a downgrade from KH1 Kairi, and she should have kept some of her spunk, you know. That's what made KH1 Kairi the best, so different from the others, because she wasn't just very all, like, princessy, like, you know, very emotionally connected with her in her spiritual. No, she was just this spunky little, kind of tomboyish even girl who was just like, yo, let's build this raft and get out of this junkyard. Now, if this was regular KH3 Kairi, she would be here, but because of Remind, she's like, she's like there. KH3 Kairi is better than KH2 Kairi in my opinion, because she's more of a fighter. Like, from the little bit we see extra of her in Remind, I have not played Melody of Memory, by the way. But, yeah, she is very, she's more determined. I feel like she's regained some of what she's lost from KH1. She shows a little more of an actual, like, personality. Yeah, I think KH3 Remind in particular, Kairi's pretty alright. Yeah. For the record, if this was regular Dark Road Xehanort, I'd put him down, like, just above Ericus, I'd argue. But I believe that there isn't another young Xehanort, like, so I have to clump Dark Road and young Xehanort together. Yeah, they're technically different Xehanorts in my opinion, but, like, if I clump them together, I just love young Xehanort that much. He's so confident, cocky, even. He's got all the great traits of Xehanort, all the intelligence, the strategy, the you know, he's that intelligent mage, like, brilliant freaking prodigy, but, like, he's cocky because he knows it. He knows that in the future he's going to be the most powerful master of his time. I love young Xehanort because of that. She's just a keyword. She's a good character, though. I believe that she's a good character. Just not my kind of character. I don't like her. I really don't like her. I like Elrena, though. I think Elrena would be, like, bottom B. But yeah, Larxene just, like, I don't like her at all. Like, yeah. Lee is, like, basically Axel. In my opinion. I don't see that big of a difference. Lexaeus, my boy, is underrated in my personal opinion. He does not talk much, that is for sure. He doesn't do much, but he is actually a very good guy, believe it or not. He did what he did for the right cause, believe it or not. He fought Riku. Allegedly, this is from what I've heard. He fought Riku partially because he wanted Riku to get strong enough to handle Castle Oblivion. Not just, I wanted to get closer to the darkness. It's more like, I want you to get closer to the darkness so that you can survive long enough. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but that's what I've heard. And if that is the case, then Lexaeus is actually more complex than most people thought. I'm going to put him at B and below Demyx. He doesn't do much, he doesn't say much, but what he does is impactful to me. The little bit that he does. Luxord, my boy. Yeah. Luxord, love him, really do. He's great, he's amazing, he's so different in a sense from the rest of the organization. He's this, instead of like doing everything he can to like guarantee, he's the guy who's like, let's just spin the wheel. Let us see where this goes. Let's see who wins via fate's decision. You know, he's very pro whatever fate wants us to do. I'll just go with the flow. But he's also much more intelligent than he seems. Like, he obviously already seems like he'd be a strategist of some kind, but he figured this boy out, which I'll get to. I gotta give credit to him. Luxord is great. Good job, Luxord. This boy, even before that reveal, I loved Xigbar. Xigbar was great. He helped set up Terra for one, so I gotta give him that credit. But like, he's just this snarky, freaking sarcastic. He's just so, the words he uses, the way he uses them. Xigbar, my boy, he's great. He just is. You can't change my mind. And his ability is so sick. He controls like space and gravity stuff. That's also pretty hacksy in my opinion. Like, honestly, Organization 13 in general is pretty hacksy. But yeah, that's just, yeah. Sorry, Maleficent. You're very important to this story, but I'm not gonna rank you. Marluxia, my boy. He controls plants seemingly, but it's pretty much more obvious, especially in Greymon, that he's more of a, I kind of control plants kind of dude. I love him, honestly. He's great. He is representative of what a nobody really is. Like, emptiness. Like, Xemnas, him, and Psyx are like the three who most are able to convey what a nobody truly is, in my opinion. This void where, like, even when they do try to emulate emotion, it may seem real at first, but that facade dies down so fast, you know? It's like how I view it. But, like, Lauriam, too, from what I've seen, he seems pretty nice of a character. He has a sister, and that's like his driving motivation for most things, and then he gets so angry. Have you seen that one update? Like, I know I haven't kept up with Dark Road very much, but I've seen glimpses here and there. He got so aggravated when he found out what happens to Strelitzia. So agitated. And, like, in KH3, he's the representation of apathy. He knows he's a pawn. He knows he isn't getting out of this. He knows that he isn't in any way, shape, or form going to be able to go against Master Zane. He's stuck. He knows that he isn't able to get out. And even though Lark seems like, want to do this again, he just doesn't care. He is at a point where, like, he understands, I'm not going to be able to get out of this. What's the point of trying to get out if I know I'm going to be unable to get out? And that's just so different of a role. Like, it's the complete opposite. He used to be so rebellious against, like, Xemnas, but, like, now he's just like, whatever, this is beyond even my canon. And that's, like, kind of saddening, actually. Yeah. Mickey. They ruined him. Okay? Mickey would have been, like, around these people if we're talking about Mickey pre-Dream Drop Distance era. Like, that KH Chain of Memories and that KH2 Mickey, even that BBS Mickey, like, we're all just great. I love him. He's so amazing. But, like, oh boy, I'm not gonna tell anyone about these lost people who are my friends. Oh boy, I'm gonna leave Aqua in their own darkness. 0.2 ruined him. Dream Drop didn't do much of him, honestly. But, like, yeah, 0.2 ruined him, in my opinion. Because he's all like, oh yeah, this person exists. Riku legit calls him up. Why didn't you tell us this? Oh, I don't think you would have been ready. He's saying this to the dude who was able to team up with Sora to defeat Xemnas. At the very least, he could have told them right after they beat Xemnas, like, no, these two seem strong enough. I got a friend, she's in dire need of help. You know, at the very least, like, that wouldn't have been the best course of action, but I could have respected him more if at the very least he did that instead of twiddling his thumbs until the very moment where they really need Aqua. Like, come on, dude. He ruins himself. Swear ruined Mickey, honestly. That's like, yeah. Mickey. My boy Mickey. It saddens me. Master of Master. Mom. I like him. I really do, but, like, not a lot. Like, I like what I see, but I don't see enough. You get what I'm saying? He seems a lot like Xigbar in some regards, but, like, a lot like Xehanort in other regards. Very intelligent and calm and very snarky with his words. Very, like, sarcastic a lot. In that one scene. Oh, you already won because I already see the future. Good job. I love that. But it's just not enough, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna leave him there. Naminé. Naminé. Where do I put you? Yeah. I think that's fair. Naminé's a great character. Like, she isn't a female who fights. But, like, that's kind of her entire role. She isn't the fighter, she's the cheerleader. Kind of like how Kairi used to be, a cheerleader. People are going to hate me for that. In fact, people are probably going to think that I hate the fact that Kairi... Okay, well, hot take, I don't really care about the fact that she got a Keyblade. I think that she might have been better if she didn't have the Keyblade, but I like what she did do. I don't like this Kairi because she was utterly useless, but this Kairi, she didn't have the ability to fight, but she still tried, you know? And she did what she was able to. She used her powers properly. Like, she healed Sora's Heartless, like, turned him back to normal. But yeah, anyways, like, back to the subject at hand, Naminé. She's like, she's got all these memory powers. Very interesting. And, yeah, I actually don't have much to say, honestly, but she's just great. I don't know how to put it into words. She isn't the best female character by any means. Oh, wait. I just said earlier that I thought Aqua was probably the best character villain. Female villain, I just put KH and Kairi. I may have to rethink this list a little bit. Anyways, but yeah, Naminé, I love her. She's great. I'm gonna leave her there. Olette, don't care about her much. Pence, he's alright. Actually, yeah. She's alright. Pete is funny. I'm gonna leave it at that. He's the comic relief. If Neku were on this list, he'd be on A, just to let you all know. Neku's pretty cool boy. This Riku is the Riku replica, if I am correct. Let's see, whatever Riku's... Okay, yeah, just the Riku replica. Like the good Riku replica. So, taking into consideration everything, he's got a pretty good character arc. Yeah, actually. I love him. Look at that, he's so close to his good old nominee. Yeah, I love the Riku replica. He's great, he's amazing. This particular Riku replica, at least. He's just... Kudos to you, Riku replica. Vexen, who made him. Yeah. He's Riku, but with the twist, essentially. Yeah. DDD Riku. He's one of those guys who's at the top of the food chain. Gotta love him. He's amazing. He's stellar. Dream Drop Distance is Riku's game. Change my mind. You won't. Gotta love him. Like, Riku's just... Yeah. I'll talk more about Riku over the course of these Rikus. Now, KH1 Riku was his little pubescent phase. so to speak. I like him. I really do like him, in my opinion. Like, he's a great... But, like, he's just... so... jerkish. He's a jerk. That's the simple truth. KH1 Riku. But, like, he's this concept of, like, using darkness. He's the guy who uses darkness, but, like, he isn't fully consumed by it, at least not until Ansem shows up. He isn't really consumed by his darkness. It's eating at him, but it's not fully taking him. And that's pretty interesting. Speaking of which, we got KH2 Riku, who's like the perfect embodiment of what Riku is supposed to grow up to be. Like, yeah, like, I know I'm putting him lower in theory, but like, these two tie. I just have him higher because he does more stuff in theory, but like, Riku... Once he passes the recom phase and like the days phase, he's what a Keyblade Master should strive to be. My voice is getting tired. Like, he wields light and dark. Perfect harmony. He mixes them together to do all these sorts of things. That's pretty cool. So yeah, KH2 Riku is up there. Gotta love him. KH3 Riku. Like, literally, Riku, at some point, he's just a great character. Like, yeah. KH3 Riku. Although, I don't like his character design as much. Like, I like KH2 Riku's character design better, even Dream Drop's design better. No offense to KH3 Riku. But, like, yeah. KH3 Riku, like, in terms of, like, his character, great. Dark Riku. He's good. He really is, but... if he, instead of being the replica, was KH1 Riku, I believe that someone else talked about this on YouTube, but, like, that would make it so much better, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave him up there. Roxas, my boy. My lovable boy. I love him. He's amazing. He ties with Riku. What do I say about Roxas? He wields 2 Keyblades. The first 2 do that, and the one who mostly does it, the most out of anyone. Oh boy. Like, he introduces this concept of, like, questioning the situation that you're in. He's like, he wants to become as self-aware as he can. Like, he finds that very difficult. Because people won't give him straight answers. And it gets to the point where, like, he's fed up. He figures, the one of his friends that he has just isn't his friend because of the fact that they just aren't going to do this for him. And, like, that triggers character development for Axel. Shion ends up dying, which, yeah, that's sad. It hurts. But, like, that's also, like, another thing about the situation. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, honestly. Saix. Do you know what happens to those who lose their purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves. Yeah, I'm putting him up there. Saix, my boy, is great. He's amazing. His character development with Lee, with Axel, his little subplot. He doesn't like the situation he's in, but he pushes through it only because he cares about one thing, and that's like saving this one person. And then when Axel just decides, you know what, I'm just gonna back out of this because I don't care anymore, Saix just like, what the heck, man? He like loses all his purpose because the one person who supported him in this thing's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna just hang out with these peeps instead of you. You suck. That just hurts Saix. And it's sad, really. Because, like, both of them put in so much effort into saving their relationship, their friendship, but they just, whenever one puts in effort, the other pushes away. It just makes for this gigantic mess. So, yeah, that's sad. Is that Sophie? It looks more like someone else from Final Fantasy, I can't recall. But yeah. Sorry, Sephiroth. Shout out to my boy Sephiroth. Similar to Ephemer. Yeah. Dream Drop Distance Sora is literally the worst Sora. You can't change my mind. Like, he's not bad in my opinion. He's not bad, but he's just not good. I like him. I want to like him, but he makes it really hard. KH1 in Chain of Memory Sora is epic. He's great. He's insanely good, in my personal opinion. I like him. I don't like him more than characters like Marluxia or Xigbar or even Young Xehanort, but I like him. He's great. He's the most pure, what Sora should be example, in my opinion. Like, Sora in general is a good character. KH2 Sora. I like his design more than KH1 Sora, but in terms of personality-wise, he's like just a cut below. He's closer to that dumb Dream Drop Distance Sora, but he's like still good old Sora, you know. And Sora's whole spiel, he's the only one who wasn't chosen, but he was chosen. He's the chosen one who isn't the chosen one. He wasn't originally supposed to be the right person, but in the end, the Keyblade decided Riku is throwing a temper tantrum, and that's not good. This Sora person, I'm going to choose him because he's like the best shot for this world at this point in time. And, like, Sora accepts that. Like, at first he's like, wait, what? This don't make sense. No, I'm the Keyblade wielder. But, like, he's just at least towards Dream Drop Distance at that point in time. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna put him higher. Like, he's not this Sora, but he's still a great Sora. He accepts, I'm not the original choice, but even though I'm not the one who was chosen, I'm glad to be a part of those who... I'm glad to be a part of the group of those who did choose, if you get what I mean. Like, he's still on their level. He's still with them. He's on their caliber. He's on their wavelength. He is still a Keyblade wielder, and he's glad to be friends with all these people for these connections. That's what he's glad for. He doesn't need a heart. His friends are his power. Quite literally. And KH3 Sora is like the closest we get after that to KH1 Sora. KH1 Chain of Memories Sora. He's great. He's amazing. I gotta love Sora. Next on the list, Strelitzia. Don't know much about her, but she seems more interesting than the majority of her compatriots. Also, God rest her soul. Terranort. Terranort is basically just Master Xehanort and Ansem, which honestly they share a lot of personality traits. Like he's basically just those two and some of their traits mixed together. Stuff with Terra like saying no in the background. But yeah, I like him. I like fighting him. I like his music is amazing. It's one of the best in the series, but like that can be said for almost anyone who's a main character. Terra, in my opinion, even more so than Lexaeus, he is the most underrated character, in my opinion. He messes up, that's for sure. He messes up hard. He screws up. But that doesn't mean he's bad. He's amazing. He is trying his best to fight for his friends. He's a deep character, actually. He is just... He's a good guy. He's just basically this guy who wants to defend what he cares about the most. And because of that, he ends up having to have the darkness. Because he just gets so angry with what he has to face. And even though he's like he's an advocate for the light at heart, let's be honest here. He ends up accepting the fact, yo, I'm gonna have to use this darkness at some point. He ends up, I believe that he accepts it at that point in time. Like, at that Keyblade Graveyard, he accepts, I got this darkness and I have to use it. It's my only option. And he is more than willing to accept that, much like Riku. He is much like Riku in many senses, but like, yeah, Terra is amazing, in my opinion. Heavily underrated. My boy Vanitas. He's hard to do. This is getting to the point where it's harder to put them because, like, all these characters are good. Like, yeah. I'll do that. Vanitas. Love him. He's just in so much pain, though. Like, he is the representation of abuse and pain and suffering and, like, negligence. That's Vanitas. That is him. He is just this darkness that's been building up due to what Master Xehanort did to him. That's what Vanitas is. So yeah. Vanitas, my boys. Now on to Ventus. He is... I will be talking about only the post-Union Cross, because I don't know enough about Union Cross, and yeah, I feel like what I have seen kind of ruins his character a bit more. But yeah, that's just me. This is my list, remember, this is my opinions, alright? We all have different opinions, people. Ventus is arguably better than Vanitas. Is he Sora, though? He ain't Sora. And Terranort should be higher, in my opinion. Maybe not, like, yeah. Terranort's, like, above KH3 Sora. KH1 Sora is above Terranort. These two are very similar, though, Cage 3 Sword and Cage 1 Sword. So, like, this is like a general cluster. And Ventus is really in that cluster, too. Vanitas is close, but, like, Ventus is closer, you know? Ventus, he is the definition of innocence lost. Okay? He's youthful, cheerful. He's pure light, literally, in this sense. And he just wants to be with his friends and be happy and look at their wayfinders and look at the starry night for all eternity. He just wants that, and what does he get? Oh, just frozen, tossed off of a freaking mountain, forced to combine with the person he dislikes the most. I can't say that Ventus is capable of hatred. I mean, maybe he is, I don't know, really. Like, the person that doesn't like in the world the most, like Vanitas, he has to combine with him. And, freaking Ventus. He ends up sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Yeah, so, anyways, Ventus. Love him. Great, amazing. He gets so innocence lost, put in coma forever after he's forced to literally sacrifice his entire self to defeat the Keyblade out in Vanitas' possession. Vexen is good. He's a good character, but I don't care about him a lot. I like his little subplot in Cage 3, but that's about it. So yeah. Vexen. Now Zaldin, I like him. He's cool. That's pretty much my only reasoning why I like him so much. Actually, he's like really lesser than Riku, but yeah, he's just cool. That's literally it. He's also got some interesting abilities. In theory, he should be able to like just beat everyone he faces by like sucking out the wind in their lungs. Obviously, that wouldn't work on people like the Master Xehanort. Speaking of him, Master Xehanort, my friend. He is a great character, in my opinion. Like, him and Ansem share a lot of the same qualities and traits, really. But, like, Xehanort's whole goal, though. Ansem just wants to steep the world into darkness, at least in KH1. Xehanort wants to make the world good again by, like, making it balanced. That's his belief. And it's very different from what we see elsewhere in Kingdom Hearts. Like, all these characters are complex, but, like, Xehanorts are some of the most complex. Again, speaking of the Xehanorts, we have Xemnas. Though, like, Terranort is, like, if Terranort's a representation of the, unification of Terra and Xehanort, even though, like, obviously he has a lot of other things going on. Xemnas is the representation of the, internal conflict of the two. He's better than Kairi and Riku from KH3. Maybe not Rox. Actually, yeah, he like ties around with this group. Like this group is like pretty much tied. Like, he's just one of the most complex. Actually, he's probably the most internally complex character in the entire series. He's probably the most. Not much else to say other than, like, maybe I could give examples, but I'm just not, because I'm actually running on time here. Okay, I'm not really, like, I don't want this video to be a really long endeavor. This is already, like, going to be bordering on 1 hour. Um, holy crap, my computer, it's like not going well with this laptop. Xion. I like her. I really do. I really like her. Not as much as Aqua, but she's up there. She's one of the best female characters in my personal opinion. Of course, I put Kairi up here. I really like KH1 Kairi, though. Like, okay, let me put it to you this way. I like KH1 Kairi more than Aqua, but I do believe that Aqua is a better female character. Anyways, Xion, she's just a sad case. She is, everyone, well, no, not everyone, but like my sister especially, she decks on her, like she hates her a lot, like she hates on her. Xion is a Mary Sue in the sense of like a self-insert in a sense, like she is inserted into the series without like, she wasn't necessary, she really wasn't, but she was. You'll see. She was inserted to be another driving force for Roxas. Roxas needed a driving force, but it didn't have to be her. But she was inserted, and they treat her as such. Instead of like, she's all hunky-dory, oh, she gets a happy ending, she's like this uber powerful self-insert. No, instead she's like, she's literally doesn't belong, because Vexen actually created her, and she's like less of a nobody, like less of a human than nobodies are in that sense, even though she's got more heart than like half of these characters on this list. But like, it's just so sad how like she comes to realize this, and she actually accepts it. She's like, well, in that case, screw it, I'ma just do what I have to do. I don't know if I should rank Yensid, but if I did, he'd be an indifferent anyways. So yeah. He'd be higher on the indifferent list though, because he do be like better. Anyways, young Ericus, he's alright. He isn't anything too special in my opinion, but he's alright. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I'm gonna put you. Yeah, he's alright. Yozora, haven't seen enough of. Zexion. He's alrighter than Vexen. Like, he isn't as cool as Zaldin, but he's alright. These Dark Road peeps, I don't know much about them. She looked the coolest though, in my opinion. And yeah, we already got all the Break, Zigbar, yada yada with him. So that's about it, actually. I mean, what else could I really do with this list? I could make a power list. But that would take some time, and it'd probably tick off some people, in all honesty. The way that I personally rank Kingdom Hearts as a verse. But yeah, this is my personal opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want, or don't, because I can't really force you to do anything. Everything's always your choice. That's the power of free will. It's the power of the heart. From bottom to top, Maxine, Unicorn, Envy, Aced, Chirithy, Yensid, Olette, Pence, Hainer, Pete, Mickey, the King, Skuld, Ephemer, Vexen, Young Ericus, Ava, Gula, Strelitzia, Zexion, Zaldin, Dark Riku, as a kid, from KH1, Lexaeus, Demix, Dream Drop Distance Sora, KH2, Kairi, Diz slash Ansem the Wise, Brain, Mom, Master of Masters, KH3 Kairi, Donald Goofy, Riku Replica, excuse me, Luxord, Naminé, Data Sora and Data Riku, Xion, Saix, Master Ericus, Aqua, Sora from KH2, Vanitas, Ventus, KH3 Sora, Terranort, KH1 Sora, Marluxia / William, Zigbar, Bray, Glushu, the 3 names, Master Xehanort, Terra, Young Xehanort with Dark Road, I guess, but this is more so just my Young Xehanort replacement in all honesty. KH1 Kairi, the girl, KH3 Riku, Xemnas, Roxas, KH2 Riku, Dream Drop Distance Riku, Axel and Lee, and then I have Ansem at the very top because he's like just the best villain in my opinion. I love him so much. He's amazing. He's Come Guardian. Come Guardian. Yeah, I don't do well with voice impressions in my opinion, but I don't actually know how good they are. But yeah. I'll see y'all in the next video, which I don't know what it's going to be. Hopefully it's a stream. If not, I'm thinking of doing some, like... I'm thinking of getting into power scaling. But if I do that, that's not going to be very pleasant for me. Because I'll have to deal with other power scalers. I'm definitely not going to get on the level with people like Seth the Programmer, shout out to him, but like, people I'm going to be facing, it's going to be strenuous mental battles, and I might just come across complete jokes, people who like, don't understand power scaling, like, even to the degree that I do, which I don't believe I understand power scaling very well, just well enough. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care. And, yeah, may your heart be your guiding key.